Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium, welcome back to Revachol, welcome back to Matinees, welcome back to the ice flows where we are standing in the rain, and welcome back to a tent full of ravers. Yes, we were talking to a lad last time about things being hardcore, and I believe that person maybe modelled on Scooter, the musician who specialises in rave music. So, sync the signs with Noid. Noid doesn't want to talk to you. His signs are not in sync. Guess you'll need to help him and his friends out somehow. Prove you're one of the crew. Who knows? Okay, so that's Noid. But the egghead puzzle. There has to be some way to talk to this person. You just haven't found it yet. It's definitely not about signs. What if you just try again? Find your way out of this maze of things to say. Yeah, so here's a dialogue. So I think we have to fail and then succeed? Let's try this. Alright, egghead.
We're close,
says the young man with a tape player and large Bodero boots. Lung-shaped trees sprout on his silver belt buckle.
True, hard, full, car.
Say nothing.
Hardcore.
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega.
Say nothing.
Internally coherent.
Still say nothing.
All car, all right, yeah.
Say nothing.
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore. Ah.
No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
Just answer the question.
But there was no question.
Right, so I think we have to fail.
We're close. True, hard, full, car.
Say nothing.
Hardcore.
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega.
Say nothing.
Internally coherent.
Still say nothing.
All car, all right, yeah.
Say nothing.
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore. Ah.
So hardcore.
Is it though?
It is.
But is it? I mean, really?
He tilts his head to the other side like an owl. The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
He frowns and starts bobbing his head back and forth once more.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
He turns pensive all of a sudden.
Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last months and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper?
He thinks for a moment, then his expression clears.
It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
It's only ultra hardcore.
It is, isn't it? I knew it. But how could it become harder core? I know the answer in my heart, but cannot sink it in my head. If this is not hyper, how could anything be?
Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question? Try to think if anything can make it hardcore? Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police. I can't help you with this right now. I need something else, something extra. Try to think if anything can make it hardcore?
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head.
Think even harder.
Oh yeah, he's doing it.
My imagination fails me.
I know, so does mine.
He laughs and shakes his head. Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question?
No, this is the answer.
Wait, I just remembered something. I am the police.
Uh-huh.
The young man is bursting with anticipation. Actually, it's more likely to hinder us. Nothing. Me being the police isn't going to help us. And I have a job to do instead of this absurd idiocy. No, we're helping these lads. Nothing. Me being the police isn't actually going to help us.
Oh,
I can't help you with this right now. I need something else, something extra.
yeah!
Physical instrument. Oh, it is. Yeah, it is a white check. Are you a thought reader?
No nation, but trans nation. No war, but class war.
Does that mean you're a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as thought reading.
Yeah! Revolution imperative!
Unless you were thinking Revachol imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with Eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
You're right, I wasn't thinking that.
Hardcore superstar!
Tell me something else, Egghead.
Yeah!
Is your real name Jermaine?
Dark-cord hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Basically, yes it is.
Why are there lungs on your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love!
Why would lungs be for love?
When Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved it back. Yeah!
Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on, 'cause I've never loved someone like you before.
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipating into your neck. Feels good, like a spark of life in that moribund sponge you call your body.
There's a white check. Maybe we could roll it. Maybe your body can tell you. No, I think what we need to do is look in the church. Goodbye, Egghead.
All right! Here comes the night!
A speaker. The big kind used for live music. Right, so we have a bunch of stuff to do. We need to talk to Klassia. We need to get rid of the body because the body is still out in the open. We got it down and we got, well, so far we've got the Cuirass and we have, in fact, can we do this? Yeah, we're wearing the Cuirass, the T500 Cuirass. We're wearing the Greaves as well, which actually gives us a weird hidden bonus. Like, we're Robocop bonus, which is kind of neat. We've had a bath as well. We have got the opportunity to go on a date. Oh, yeah, that's kind of neat. Physical instrument. We could put a point in. Do we have? Oh, we don't have any points. We have no points, so we could do that. So help the Ravers start a nightclub. Get Estelle to talk about her associates. Maybe she'll open up later after you've helped them set up a nightclub. Yeah, alright. Inspect the traps. Oh, we got one more trap to do. Dead body on the boardwalk. We need to call that in anyway. Call the station about the dead body. Call Jamrock Public Library for so we need to do that. Take the stuffed bird to Gart. Door gun and Mega Mix. Yeah, we need to talk to Klassia. So this is all. We need to go back to the whirling basically. Split Kilo with Kuno. 2 signatures forever. We just need to post the letter in the box. Ain't calling the Lazarus. Find the murder weapon. Okay. Victim's body to processing. Smoke on the balcony. Armor pieces. So yeah, basically we've got a bunch of stuff that we can do. A lot of it though is going back. Whoopsie poopsie. A lot of it's going back. So I think we'll leave the church for now and just finish up exploring this area. And this just goes back there. Okie dokie. Okay, so... Ooh, how do we get through here? Ah, there's the town. Okay, so we got a couple of kiosks. Oh, what's that? Glass tear. Because we got the bag on us this time. Yeah, there's those bums. There's people. Oh yeah, we got a thing.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Wow, I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Hell yeah.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
Okay, goodbye. So, that crud-encrusted... Alright, the Fallen Windbreaker. That was what was on the fence that we picked up last time. +1 Half-Life, +1 Pain Threshold. Oh, nice. And -1 Drama. So the Fallen stuff. We need the pants from Kuno. And the sneakers. Sneakers are really expensive. We ain't got the money for that. And we did spend the money previously for another night at the Whirling. Allez-vous in? So we need to find... we got this.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half-submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
This is where the tracks and the plaza were leading to.
It appears to be so.
Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
The lieutenant replies, his eyes never leaving the sunken vehicle.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
Run your hand over the cold metal.
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
What is the make of this MC? Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
How long will it take for the low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede.
As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Hold on. It looks very blue. Point to the sunken vehicle.
Yes, it does.
What's your favorite blue thing?
Let me think about it.
Even. Whistle a tune.
Spit flies from your mouth to your moustache, your chest. the ground before you. No sound, though.
Raining heavily here, Chief. Mind keeping it down a bit?
The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
Keep blowing.
That's right. Just keep at it. It will come to you.
With his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a beautiful melodic trill that puts even the insulindic thrush to shame. You hear the sound echo on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and suddenly you just feel better about everything. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
The tide sure is taking its sweet time.
I believe it's following a pattern set millions of years ago by cosmic forces. But I suppose it could move quicker, yes?
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Do you think I will ever find my gun?
God, I hope so.
Huh. I've been thinking if I put enough time into eating right and exercising, I could turn myself into a living weapon, then I wouldn't even need a gun.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Can you make out the mark now?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Capri, Model 40.
His eyes turn to you.
Yes. Why haven't you?
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people. You know, those kinds of people.
Squint your eyes and say, is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
41, huh? The street racer is quite the latest man. Must be Tommy 41, the morning host of FM 41. Ah, looks like a factory made a mistake and accidentally called this one Capri 41. Scoff, stupid factory. I hate guessing. This must be Tommy 41, the morning host of FM 41.
Right. Or 41 is the number of a police precinct? Your precinct.
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh no.
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this.
No, I mean seriously, it's just a coincidence.
The lieutenant just shakes his head.
Oh my god, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea?
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across a canal.
They're not going to take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
The badge, the gun, and now this?
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
A fourth thing.
More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
I can still fix it.
That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, There will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
People are going to be angry at me, aren't they? In Precinct 41.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
It's sunken too deep. There is no access ramp to the coast.
So it's just going to be there like that?
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
Maybe I was in pursuit of someone.
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Well, at least I can see what's in there now.
Yes, let's go take a look.
Oh, well. Ooh. Commander's jacket and a badge.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge.
At least something good came out of all this.
Study the badge, leave. Study the badge, leave. I think that might be a bug. Well, let's study the badge.
Encased between 2 durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Look at the photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. Good choice. A newer photo would look different.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking? Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Name. Ariel Dubois.
Harrier, that's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Wait, what kind of name is Ariel?
It's a wartime name, revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times, like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
Ariel Dubois it is then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not. The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Rank. LTN 2JFR?
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What is a Lieutenant W. Freighter?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And W. Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
Declined.
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
What's a decomptage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens militia. It means counting down to twos. The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings.
What kinks?
Kings like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
Wait, satellite officers?
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
So you've been putting up with me because we're of the same rank?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
Oh, Kim!
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
Turn back to the document.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads.
Serial, Rev 12, 6205, Jam 41.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
Date of issue, 7th of November 50.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you. Of that you are sure.
I remember that time! That was a good time. We had a good work-drink balance going. What happened, man? Pump it up!
Precinct 41?
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
He stops. What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva. And you? Is it an honor to work with you? Don't ask him, ask yourself. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Put the badge away. Right, so we are Harriet Dubois. Interesting. We also get another skill point. So that's neat. We'll leave that in the holster. Well, we're not actually doing any brain work at the moment. We've got a couple of extra slots in the thought cabinet that we can open up. We haven't got any of these unlocked. We've got the 15th Indotri, White Morning, and Kingdom of Conscience. But we are not going to put those in. Indirect modes of taxation. That's basically our way of getting money every time we choose the right option in the... Where are ya? In the thing. It's not here. It is here. I can't remember how to get to it. Yeah, no, it's... Here, there it is. It's like, I clicked on that. No, you didn't. Yeah, if we select ultra-liberal options, we get 1 credit every time we do that, which is why we're just marching down the ultra-liberal tree. I suppose we've got 12 extra real from that. Nothing else has changed. Neat. Okay, fine. So we got everything from the Kinema. Oh, it was ours all along. There's another trap there. I think that's the last trap for morale.
It takes you a moment, but finally you spot the last of Morel's traps.
Look
This
ar-
one's partially obscured by the reeds.
Look around.
The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Some tufts have been crushed, The broken stalks seem like a rebuke. The sound of the city hums in the east. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold.
Reach for the trap.
The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here.
Look closer.
No locust. No phasmid either, but still.
Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
I do get the feeling someone or something may have messed with the trap.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not.
But what if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and got out?
Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out now. We're not cryptozoologists. We're cops.
I think Kim really loves doing this sort of stuff, so that's neat. We could just run around the outside. And we'll just path there. It's fine. So we have some tear, which we can get rid of. Did we look in that? Oh, look. Plastic tear. Interesting. So if you have your bag out... Oh, if you got your bag out, you see stuff that you haven't... You've looked at, but then it'll light up again if you can take the bottles out of it. Interesting. Alright. So we need to use the Kinema.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Connect me to the Jamrock Public Library.
I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
11 minutes late. Alright.
We should try again during business hours.
Anything else, Detective?
I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
An unidentified middle-aged man, height 170 to 175 centimeters, dark hair, medium build, looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
No, it seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
It's from Central Jamrock Public Library. It belonged to someone named Billy Mejean.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
So I think it's like 6:40 before it'll be a full 24 hours. I don't need to contact the Lazarus, and I do not want to talk to Sylvia again. I'm done with the radio for now.
57th, over and out.
Her voice disappears into the void.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Right, we'll just close the door. Neat. Right. So what was that? What's flashing at us? Interesting. I don't know why that would be flashing at us. Dead body on the boardwalk. Call Jamrock Public Library, yeah. Inspect the traps. Last trap was empty. Return to morale in the whirling. So we need to go back to the whirling. We can hibbity hop to the corner shop. And use the tear machine. Oh, thought... Yellow roses in the window. Those aren't the flowers that were left for Classia.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Insert your bottles.
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Mm-hmm. By 50 cents. Okay, let's go this way. Right, so things that we need to do. We need to talk to Morale. We need to... So the top 3 are the Ravers. Okay. Dead body on the boardwalk. We need to call the library, inspect the traps, talk to Morale. Okay, that's easy enough. Talk to Gart. Talk to Classia, but we need to send Kim to take away the body. Question Classia, yeah, we need to do that. So those 2 are going to be the same. So effectively, Kim needs to take away the body. Okay, alright. Alright, I think we can do that. So, if we talk to Kim...
Yes?
Why did the 41st cent... Oh, locked. Inland Empire. Put a skill point into Inland Empire. Convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case. It's a white check. It's logic. Why did the 41st send me?
You pick over what's left of your frontal cortex, but no compelling explanations emerge.
So Inland Empire or logic? Okay. We could put a point into Inland Empire. Logic is 2. Let's level up that. Ding. Inland Empire. Perception 7. Inland Empire is 9. Right, okay. So we're fully invested in that. Good.
Yes?
We can roll it again. Convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case. Ooh. Let's do that.
What if you did it?
What, the Hanged Man?
Yes, you killed him. And then, as part of the plan, you drowned out the memory. Forgetting was merely a matter of convenience. Very clever. Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing, and you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it. Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
What? Kim, I think I may be the murderer. I killed the man and tricked myself into forgetting about it. I think this far into the investigation, we can probably rule that out as insanity. Keep it to yourself. This is your burden to bear now. What nonsense. Discard the idea. Yeah, alright. That was good. So we need to put a point in logic to unlock that. We can get him to tell us about the case. I'm going to talk about the boots I'm wearing. You seem to be following me. Can we not get him to take the body away? Interesting. No, the dude is still there.
The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour, he looks less like a creature and more like a pile of intestines. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Let's bag him, take him away. The lieutenant takes the body away. You work alone for the rest of the day. Let's do that.
All right.
He takes out a shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic over the dead man's face.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Bag the corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. Okay, so Kim is now no longer in the party. If I'm going to talk to Klasia... nope. I think... Yeah, we can talk to Morale and talk to Gart. I think talking to Klasia is not... I want Kim around for that. Oh, I know who we could talk to, though. Do a little run! Run, run, run. Oh. Did we get... Boop. What's that? It's roundabout north. Cape Apartments, Martinez Pier. So we can... Oh, is the boat still there? I can't see it. Oh, we can zoom out. The boat's not there. Oh no, it is there. It is there. It's in the fog of war. Can we... Ooh, can we get up there? Can we get up there? Oh, these are the apartments. We've not been in here. Oh, balcony. Oh, neat. Yeah, plastic tear. Alright. It's a little bit more money. Ignore me, I'm just going around collecting all your recycling. It's fine. Above, tops flap in the wind, forgotten hammers and nails rust. Money! The door is locked, you can't get in? Oh, there's a giant skull. Excellent. Oh, I'll talk to you.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
And that's right, we've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
She crosses her arms.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Is that heavy fuel oil?
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? This shit is pumped out of government vehicles.
She did it herself. Pumped it out. She's proud of it too.
There's some pretty clever cultural commentary.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Piggy Boo.
So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell me something about the murder victim's missing armor.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Is the armor art? Art for the body?
Ugh, alright, sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell.
Yeah, we know a girl in the village. We got a bird from her. We need to go. We must go back to the village.
Could that girl have been little Lily? It's not a bad place to start.
I know a little girl in the village, little Lily.
Could have been her. Small kid with giant white armoured hands. If you've seen one of them, you've seen them all.
Oh, neat. Yeah, catch you later, Cindy. Neat. We got some money. We got some plastic tear. And this is the back. This is the other way into the apartment buildings. Ah, neat. Oh, I was going to peace out, but money. Oh, what are you? More money! What are you? Wow. I got the we gotta come back here with the lieutenant and just have a look around. But I want to talk to Joyce. Joyce, are you here? I got 40 bucks. That's neat. We could have had 60 if we'd done paid for a room for the night. Joyce!
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I found my badge, by the way.
By love, you did.
She inspects the piece of blue plastic her eyes scanning from left to right.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Frater Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Frater?
I have some more questions about reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favourite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Ooh. Esprit de Corps legendary. What is, think of something close to you. So we have +1 RCM can access the ICP database, RCM decomtage known, RCM uses unjacketed ammo, and Kim debrief done. Oh, neat.
6 kilometers southwest in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
The Rubbershoal Citizens Militia?
Preciso mundo.
Good. And what is the Rubbershoal Citizens Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
You said de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
So I'm basically a thrall to foreign interests?
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the International Zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed, a true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you. So permit me to conclude with this. Who you are to me is the police, the only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Oh, thank you, Mum.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
Conceptualization impossible. Oh yeah, we had to get Jamais Vu for this. Oh, roll it.
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What world is this?
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
Oh! Pale is the opposite of matter. The antipode, yeah, is the opposite.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces.
clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough. There is a term of endearment they coined for it, in the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
What is it?
Elysium.
Elysium. The world needs a term of endearment.
It does. There are those who would call it hell.
What is hell?
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists.
I don't feel like I've got the whole picture yet.
Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
How come?
Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
Inside sideways? What shape is this world then?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
ORG, Occident Revachol-Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona.
A dark grey corona?
Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
The pale? And what do you mean, corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness. I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
A fractured corona doesn't feel like it's going to bring anyone together.
You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
Well, if you say it's disco.
See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world, however wasted its opportunities.
Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides.
What is pale?
The pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality. It is the opposite of reality.
Okay, but what is it? A definition?
Okay. The pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the interocellular mass.
Wait, and what is an isola?
Isola is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7. Windy, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde.
An Insulinde is?
An oceanic isola. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear.
Okay, and what is the pale like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
So it sounds like the whole planet, which would have at some point been a sphere, has broken up into continents, and the continents are surrounded by the Pale. And the Pale it's not antimatter, it's just the opposite of whatever the continents are. Entropy, maybe? Yeah, it sounds like that. So it sounds like the world that they live in is very, very, very unwell. Is it here?
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
6,000 kilometers from the end of the world.
Yes. That is enough. Many cities are built much closer.
And point north. There?
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called Porch Collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist, cold vapour marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism, a mould that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
And what are its physical qualities?
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
If we're surrounded by Pale, how do you get from Isla to Isla?
Oh, it is so difficult for us.
A squall of birds, hardware operating in the harbour. Firm, self-evident.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost, or having our minds damaged.
The Pale can damage the mind?
Extensively.
How?
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
So the past is erasing the present. Oh. What does this over-radiation feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travellers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
It's more for her. Way more.
You're not a civilian passenger.
No, Lieutenant Dubois. I'm entreprenetic business class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Perhaps that explains her strange pining after the revolution. Some degraded early memories. Someone else you've met may have been exposed as well. The strange grey-haired woman in her lorry.
Do lorry drivers pass the Pale?
Yes, carried in the hulls of airships. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon.
You should ask the Pale driver about this. See what she says. That poor woman must have stories to tell, like you wouldn't imagine.
Are you over-radiated?
Up to my gills, officer.
What is entropinetic?
Entroponetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
Did they cross it? The Western Plain?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
What has entropinetics changed then?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Aerostatic craft?
Hybrid airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
If we do not?
Then they don't.
Gone, like a skipping stone beneath the surface.
Right. So Kim wears an aerostatic bomber jacket, which is an airship. Aerostatics being airships. You can be in the air and you can be static. It's not quite what it means, but that's close enough. So aircraft, jet engines, helicopters, the maths in the Pale doesn't work after a certain point. So jets and rotorcraft would just fall out of the sky. Where a hybrid aerostatic craft can cross the Pale, but only if you put it in correctly. If you don't, then it goes who knows where. How much Pale is there compared to the world?
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping.
Slipping? How? To our detriment, or...?
What do you think, Detective?
It's growing. There is more and more of the Pale.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
It's not extreme at all. It's going to happen.
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
Off we go. You see the hanged man's mouth open.
Off we go into the wild Pale yonder.
One and all. They say Pale is death, but for the universe.
Why should we just leave, and the world get left behind?
It's... Let's return to reality, please.
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
I'm getting a sense of who I am, but no, I didn't know this.
Beyond curious. Tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
It sounds very similar to false vacuum theory. Well, we got communism, anti-communism, worried? Okay. It will end all life. You're right, it's disco. You're right, it's disco. Her eyes tense, crow's feet radiate from them. She observes you. Your bloodshot eyes and swollen face.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
Yes, I'm in serious trouble. It'll be a disaster. This investigation will be my masterpiece. The one they remember me by, I promise.
I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile...
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
She gives you a slight bow. That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Thank you. Right, we have just got a lowdown on the pail. Is that... talk to Joyce about the pail without Kim? Oh, that was completely accidental. I just wanted to talk to her again. Okay, cool. Neat. That's pretty sweet, yeah. So we can do 2 of these. And we can find the armor gloves now. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. None of this has changed, has it? No, it hasn't. Okay, fine. So neat. Alright. So we can talk to... yeah, we can... Oh, can we do anything with this?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious, +2, and it's still very low. I think this might be art cop, so we'll just leave that. Oh, same building. Okay, fine. We'll do this building when Kim's back, because we need to talk to a lad in there. Let's see. Is there anything more we need in the bookstore? I don't think so. Oh, what is this? There's something down there.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Case solved?
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
Wait, what did I crack exactly?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's a husband, the missing husband. The future leader of proletarian uprising? It's some third option.
No. Stop goofing around, recruit.
It's a husband, the missing husband.
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit.
This doesn't add up. I'm only making a fool of myself.
Do marriages make any sense? Does honor? You're not a filthy philosopher. You're an officer of law. It's time to ace this case and not brood over your reputation. We can deal with the perception management later.
This is nonsense.
Not honorable, recruit. Not honorable at all.
Right, let's go. Oh, we need to post a letter. That's a postbox, I think.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
I knew I'd get to use this mailbox for something.
Other than developing a personal relationship? Looks like you were right.
Drop the white envelope into the mailbox.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. For good or ill, the deed is done.
Good mail delivery box. Pat the box.
The box seems happy.
Okay, so neat. Oh, wrong one. We did this. So we have posted the letter. When did we get that? Was that going to put that lower down? Yes. So we've posted the letter to... Okay, yeah, we got everyone in the town to sign the letter and we've posted that, so that's fine. We can talk to Gart, and we've done traps. And it's now 7 o'clock. Okay, alright. I don't really want to talk to the Hardy Boys just yet because, well, it makes no sense to do that. Ah! Morale.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
I'm basically a cryptozoologist now. It was just on my way while I was working the case.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mesk in origin. The pin is an antique, quite special.
She hands you a thin ribbon held together by silver bird skull.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
You never told me you've seen the Phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the Phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Wait, where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
We found a summer home. A derelict summer home, but we found one.
She'd just started forming memories. Real memories. Not the billowy haze of infanthood.
What happened? Oh, the billowy haze of infanthood. Yeah, there's like childhood amnesia where I think it's below a certain age. You just don't really form any solid memories. There are bits and pieces, but not in the same way that adults form memories. Or even younger people, I guess. 5 sounds about right. I always thought it was about 7, but no, 5 must be right. Because you can remember certain like elements from your first day of school and all that area, but it's not quite the same. What happened?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian Phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant for them.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
You were on a date?
Our first, yes.
The old woman looks at her husband tenderly. Its limbs were white.
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
How big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
Thank you for sharing this with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud, anywhere.
That's all for now, Mom. So, do we talk to Morale?
Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
He gives you a gruff pat on the shoulder.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And
one of them was empty.
completely empty?
Yep, there was nothing in the trap. No locust, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you to tread lightly.
yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. What a deft hunter this phasmid.
Of course. Be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture, mine stands, okay?
He misinterprets your words.
Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened? Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft?
Develop an alternate theory about the missing locusts. Enthusiastic about the phasmid. Something's up with the trap. Kuno's a hooligan. Consider the alternatives. Oh, Kuno.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
You think a little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the locusts?
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bugs?
I'm sorry, what would a child want with bugs?
Oh, my dear Morel, you've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologise, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
The first man to break formation is always a blow to leadership. This is bigger than he lets on.
I got going. So if you want to talk to Gary, you've got until he leaves. But we've already talked to Gary. We've got the Cuirass from him, which is fine. I don't think we need to do anything else. We can talk to Gart.
Can I help you?
Gart, I found a new bird for the whirling. Give him the ruffed grouse.
What is this thing?
It's no biggie. I thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop. This is the ruffed grouse. It symbolizes the might of the male courtship rituals. May it serve as a reminder to keep an eye on the cock carousellers. Carouseliers.
Cool. Okay. I was really hoping not to think about the cock carousel any longer because it made me feel like shit. But this is a competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem.
Goodbye. I think we can actually sing karaoke. So we have 1 skill point. What do we get? Ooh, 8-eyed Teraton tie. Interesting. We've also got a RCM Commander's jacket. Suggestion and Half-Light. Esprit de Corps Visual Calculus. Ooh. Alright. We've got quite a lot of stuff here. Alright. I mean, our jacket will give us Esprit de Corps and Visual Calculus. That'd be quite nice. Let's do that. That's kind of decent, although I kind of also look like I do like the look of the signal coat, and I don't think we. I mean, if we need to pass a check, we can always play dress up Barbie. Right. The missing insects case. Ask Kuno about it. Find the real reason why the trap was empty. Local kids might know. All right. Armored gloves. We need to talk to the kid in the village. We need to talk to Clasia. Dorgan and Megamix, both Clasia. Okay, fine. Dead body on the boardwalk. We need to call the library in the morning. We could sing now. I might leave it until the next day until Kim's here. That might be a good idea. We can't go to bed yet, interestingly. So I'm going to leave everyone here. See if we can talk to Kuno. Oh, he is here.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
We can buy the Falm pants from Kuno. There is still the sneakers we have to buy. I think they're like 90. You wouldn't happen to know anything about missing locusts?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
Hold on, no one is lame here. Just tell me what happened.
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Alright, I'm off to check out your shack, Kuno.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, will do. Ooh. The sound of melting snow dripping off the roof. It's strange. It's crawling with locusts in here.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Sounds like you found the locust, detective.
What is this?
Heaps of leaves are rotting among the mud-caked towers. Dozens of little locusts feed on them, buzzing away with vicious joy. Kuno has really outdone himself here. It's an ode to self-expression.
I should go and ask him to stop then. So Kuno's gonna made himself a little mud locust city and feeding them with leaves. Alright.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I know you took the locusts from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
She wails from behind the fence, then buries her face in her hands.
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
City of Rage sounds like a cool place.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
An artist? Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
That's great, Kuno. It's cool to make art.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like, 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
A leaden silence fills the yard.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window. So that's what this is about.
Me and Kuno have discussed this. I promised I won't do that.
I don't believe you.
She disappears entirely behind the fence.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation.
I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
I have to ask, what does the City of Locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
He turns his face up to the heavens.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
What's going to happen to the locusts? Not towards the shack.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Okay, now that's settled, I better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindian Phasmid.
Huh.
He mutters to himself.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what the Insulindian Phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Oh. Alright. Neat. So... Okay. Kuno knows what the Insulindian Phasmid is and was messing with the bugs, but now everything's lame. Although it does sound like Kuno might want to be a cop?
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So it was just a child.
He purses his lips, crestfallen.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid, or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
The aging cryptozoologist breaks into a hideous coughing fit.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
There won't be a next season. Not for this. Find the Phasmid or admit defeat, people.
We've come too far to quit. I'm going to restock the trap. Let's do this.
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center. This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers. No question about that.
Alright, I'll get going. Okay, we need to build a trap. I mean, Kim's taking the body to the morgue, which means we're kind of free. We've talked to Joyce Messier. That's neat. I think we can fast travel. But do we need to? What's this? Scribble between the thighs of a page 3 girl. Lorraine Dudisco. I mean, sure. So the water lock. So the trap is here. Oh, there it is. I'll run and fill the trap up. And maybe we can talk to the girl. It's
The
nearly...
trap stands empty amongst the reeds, powdered with snow. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds melancholy rustling.
Release the locusts into the empty trap.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Okay, that's done. So we need to get to the village. Oh, broken carriage. I suppose we could go on a date. It's from the village. Oh yeah, we need to talk to the girl.
Is that the Phasmid? It looks like the Phasmid, leaning against the wall.
Tried to sneak up to the Phasmid.
It's not the Phasmid. It's not even organic. It's a fire iron. How disappointing.
This is what I get for trying to be a scientist instead of a cop. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Right? You'll have better luck next time, though. The Phasmid, finding it is your destiny.
Give me the dream of discovering the Insulindian Phasmid for arrest. Now.
Mister, what were you doing in my fireplace?
There was a Phasmid in it. I was trying to catch it.
Oh. Okay.
I heard there was a girl here who has armored gloves. Is that you?
Oh. I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
Where did you get them?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
And where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were going to take them. They're stupid.
She lifts up her stuffed toy and looks into its one remaining eye, as though searching for confirmation. I need those gloves.
Why?
I need them for a very important police investigation.
Oh.
She doesn't seem to understand, but you conveyed the important part at least.
They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
Oh. Well. Goodbye.
Bye!
There's a sandcastle behind the house? Oh, yeah. Alright.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Broken?
A gust of wind disintegrates another piece of the cellar ceiling, exposing more of the mysterious glimmer underneath. The shithole's about to collapse.
Reach in the catacombs and pull out a shiny object.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Oh, yeah. We got some gloves. Interfacing. What do we got currently? +1 interfacing, +2 interfacing. Oh my, why would we not wear the ceramic gloves? Clenching and unclenching your fists has never been so fun. The tiny ceramic plates make a lovely clicking sound when your fingers move. The gloves are a bit sandy, but the grip is phenomenal. We got the shoes. We got the gloves. We got the shirt. We just need the helmet. And I think that's all of the... Where is the explore? Okay, victim's tattoos, karaoke, run number on a victim's armor. There's an option to getting all the armor. I don't know where it is. Oh, 2 signatures. Let Everard know you mailed the signatures. Oh, we need to talk to Everard. Okay. All the armor pieces. You want all of the armor pieces. Deck yourself out in full metal battle-hardened glory. No, this might take a while, like a long while. I mean, yeah, alright. But we do just need the... So ask around for his apartment number. So we need to talk to the smoker on the balcony. We need to find the murder weapon. We need to find a gun. Right. Oh, we could actually come... We don't need to go back to the whirling in order to do a little sleep. We got 42 bucks. Could we... Oh, we could go on a date. Could we buy flowers? Because there's flowers in the corner shop. I'm interested in seeing if we can get some flowers. So let's do that. We may or not be able... may or may not be able to do that. So... Fairly straightforward. The water lock. We're not that far away. We could fast travel. I think fast travel's kind of... picky about how things work. Oh, we could sell some stuff. Items. We have the shot put ball. I don't think we're going to need that. Production schedule, 50 bucks. I'm not selling the lieutenant's handkerchief. Postcard, 14. There's a lot of things we probably don't need the photo of a happy couple anymore. Empty cassette case, banged up fuel cannons. We got a lot of stuff. Antique Bell McGrath rifle. So we could make like 20 bucks. But I don't know if we need to hold on to any of that. And that would only get us to 60 bucks. Because there's this guy here.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
So we can spend all our money and get... we spend 50 bucks here. Oof. We don't... we need... For some reason, we want the speakers, but I don't know why. Leave. Alright, I'm gonna go to the corner shop. Let's go to the shop and get our Cornetto. Do you want anything from Sharp? Cornetto? So we'll get Cornetto from the corner shop. Is it corner shop? Just a freak. Can we even do that? No, I mean they exist in here. No, okay.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
No. Okay, no, she doesn't. Let's see. What? Oh, cigarettes? Drugs? Alcohol?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Okay, we'll leave that then. I thought we could get some flowers or something. Right, we could probably get the boots. Not the boots, yeah, the shoes. Let's do that. I'll do it. I don't know if we're going to need... Oh, he's still there. See, I don't know if these guys disappear after day 3. Can we not run? Oh, yeah. We seem to be... okay. What do we got? Oh, we can still buy some things. Let's talk to this lad.
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
There's something I'd like to sell.
Let me have a look.
I'd like to sell my clothes. I have some armor. Oh no. I have a fascinating photo of a couple here. I'll check my pockets. Access your pawn manual.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I think we could probably get rid of the shot put ball. I have a feeling that may have been something to do with the old guys playing bools. So, pawn that. Okay, cool. Thank you. Close. I don't have anything else to sell at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
And leave. Right. So, let's see if we can buy those sneakers. The sneaks.
Everything's still cool here.
Thank you. I didn't click on you.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Okay, I need those fallen sneakers.
Super cool. Now the premium lifestyle is yours, officer.
The sneakers seem to vibrate in your hands with an almost mystical energy.
Okay, now let me buy the speakers.
The junk is yours, officer. Happy listening. Try not to hurt your ears with that Samaran garbage.
Okie dokie. I don't think there's anything else we can...
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Rummage through the box.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Give me the shades you recommend.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 Real and 50 cents.
Oh, I mean, he's insistent on selling us these damn glasses. Alright, let's take him.
A good starter pair, officer. And when you're ready to upgrade, come back and see me.
We rummage through the box.
These are all boring.
These are all first-rate sunglasses.
Alright, so we've got the sunglasses now. Which gives us +1 electric chemistry, -1 logic. Yeah, okay. And if we wanted to, we could just sell them afterwards. That's fine. Okay, we need to talk to Klassia, but I want Kim to be back. Dead body on the boardwalk, that needs to be tomorrow. Help the Ravers at the nightclub, we could probably do that. Okay. We could also go on a date. I mean, Kim's not here, and it's probably the only time we'll be able to do that. We needed to investigate the coast anyway. Alright, let's do this. We're doing a run. We're running back to the... Oh, we should have talked to Morale. It's fine. They'll be where they need to be. So we've done traps, tip-top to the traps, talked to Kuno, which is kind of neat, and everything is fine. However, what I might do is leave it there for the time being. Only because, well, some things I desperately need to do, and there's going to be more videos next week than normal, so... actually, more videos this week than normal. In fact, if you're watching this, more videos tomorrow than normal, because there is another very big video coming out. If you're watching these as they go out, tomorrow. If you're watching these in the future, well, it's already come out. So I've got to try and queue up a bunch of stuff to encode and render and things. So I'll leave it there for the time being. If you like these videos, definitely leave a little like, leave a subscribe. Leave a little subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you want notifications, dingle the bingle. If you don't want notifications, don't click the bell, and I'll tell you what, I'll catch you next time.